We actually know that the villain in the movie is gonna be the Spot, and that he'll also be the bad guy in the sequel Beyond the Spider-Verse. Ken Powers is directing the film, and over the last couple of weeks, he's had a number of big interviews with some big outlets. When discussing the movie with Total Film, he confirmed that the character will be a villain across both films. Whereas the first movie dealt with the Kingpin, this more multiversal one will be bringing him into it to add to the idea that the further out you get, the more far out the villains do as well. It's going to be such a cool addition for the movie, and in the comics, Jonathan Ohnn was a highly decorated graduate of MIT that was even roommates with Quentin Beck. A divorced dad, he started working for the Kingpin, and he was tasked with discovering how the cloak's powers worked. The cloak can create portals in himself, and Kingpin wanted to duplicate this power for his own personal gains. Now, due to his origin story, he may be linked in with the first film, and there's the potential that he helped Kingpin Builders collide back in that movie. Either way, Jonathan succeeded in his research, and after creating a portal one night, he stepped into it, which is where he was taken to the cloak's dark dimension. It's not to be confused with the other dark dimension, and here he began to master the realm, and looked about at all the other portals for the place where he just come from. After swimming through the landscape for some time, he was able to return home and make it back to the kitchen where he'd opened up the dimension. Now, upon returning to the 616, his body had undergone a major transformation, and he was littered with the portals that we see on him now. When he was in the dark dimension, the other portals had attached themselves to his skin like leeches, and they basically made him a walking wormhole. He's going to be littering the landscape with black holes, which are slowly going to start sucking things into them. Now, in the comics, he's pretty much a joke character that's not really a big bad, which is why I was really surprised that he was chosen for being such a major threat. However, after thinking about it, there's so many really cool things that they can do with him, especially from an animation point of view. Watching him get hit in a portal and their fist popping up somewhere else is such a cool thing that they can do, and the battles will become next level by having him in the movie. I love this shot where we see Miles kicking the Spot in the chest, and then it hits Gwen, who's stationed behind them. If you look at his hands, you can also see that he's throwing spots out too. If you've ever watched the 4K Into the Spider-Verse on an OLED, then you'll know there's bits where the full screen goes completely black, and then it has these little bursts of colour. I'd love to see something like that with the Dark Dimension too, and having characters pop in and out of it will be absolutely incredible. Just shows how the villain can use the heroes to fight each other. I'm getting hyped up to watch some insane fights playing out. If you want something else to watch, then make sure you check out our breakdown of The Boys' spin-off show Gen V, which is on screen right now. Lots of cool Easter eggs and links back to the main series, so definitely head over there right after this. By the way, thanks for sticking through the video. I've been Paul, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.